When it's time to change, are you excited? Do you go, yay, change, all right, yeah, change? Or do you go, oh my God, why do I have to change? I like routine, I like everything, I like to know, I like to know, I like to know. Or do you find yourself sitting somewhere in the middle? One of the 74 principles of real leadership is embrace change. That means to go, hey, change, how you doing? It's time. All right, come on in, change. Come on in. I'm ready for you. Why is it a challenge for people to embrace change? I'm glad you asked. What I've recently found out or discovered with my research is this: change causes fear. And what happens is the limbic system shuts the executive function down of the brain and says, no, what you doing? The amygdala says, no, fight or flight. What is this? Stop. No, go seek safety. And so change shows up and you go run into your fear zone. Your comfort zone. You say, it's not time to change. No, I'm not ready to change. No, I need this a little bit longer. You say, yes, I'm ready. There's a small group of people that when it's time to change, they say, yes, bring it on, bring it on, bring it on, without any mental reservations. They just go, up. It's time to do it. But for the majority of the adult population, no bueno on the change. No, change bad, get it away. It's bad. What happens though is that you have a false positive, and the change makes it seem like I gotta go seek comfort. Like there's a saber-toothed tiger running after you. But change is merely growth opportunities. That's all it is. It's an opportunity for you to grow better, to grow forward, to enhance the skills that you have, to enhance things that are in your life. So neurologically, what you have to do the next time it's time to change is say, wait a minute, is there a saber-toothed tiger coming after me? Is this a real threat? Do I actually need to go seek safety and security? Or is it just me needing to wire a new neural pathway in my brain? Is it me needing to enhance and advance and improve my daily working memory? Is that what's actually taking place? Is this a false positive? Look, so change comes. Saber-toothed tiger? No. Big grizzly bear? No. A shark coming after you? No. Then that means that it is time to change. It means that you need to embrace it. But Dr. Donna, I don't like embracing change. I really like my schedule. I really like things being status quo. You don't understand. I have ADD, ADHD. I have autism. I need to do these things. Or I'm old school and I just like things the way they are. Change happens with or without your consent. If you embrace it, now you have the ability to accept what's taking place and grow from it. First you get the lesson and then you get the blessing. I have had so many things that I've had to change in my life. People, places, things, trajectories. I'm on one path, I have a detour, and I got to go somewhere else. And in all of it, as I look back, Steve Jobs said that the dots will connect after. And so it seems like this isn't going to make sense, especially right when you're in the middle of something. I'm leaving corporate America at the height of what could have been potentially a great career. I'm leaving the military right before I command the 101st Airborne Air Assault. It's actually Air Assault at Fort Campbell. I think it's still Fort Campbell. I'm not sure. It was Fort Campbell when I was back there. You're going to break and make history. You're going to leave. You're going to be at the top of your game. Why would you do it? And every time it didn't make sense on the outside, but it made perfect sense for why I'm sitting here today. That season, that time was over. I had gotten all the information I was going to get, and I needed to grow forward to the point where I'm sitting here in front of you with a brain t-shirt on. And had I not listened to my higher power and it really said, okay, this is it. Oh no, I'm walking away from this safety, security, this corporate job. I'm going to stop working with my sister. I'm going to just go solo dolo and go in the lab with a pen and a pad and discover daily personal accountability and what makes people not embrace it. What makes adults say, I'm not doing that. And it's now, after all of those years and all of that experience, I embraced it and I understand what is stopping adults from holding themselves personally accountable. Thousands of decisions and hundreds of times that I've had to change in order to get me to this path to tell you, you need to embrace change. It matters. And when you embrace it, you can then just start supporting and accepting what's taking place enthusiastically and willingly. You can do it so you can actually be present, so you can be using the frontal lobe, your executive function, increase your working memory, and now you can get the skills and the experience that you need to grow forward. Change happens with or without your consent. It's going to happen. And when you resist it, now you have cortisol in the front of your brain. Your amygdala is shutting everything down. You're looking for an escape and you're looking for safety and security when you actually need to be assessing your new growth opportunity. When you actually need to say, oh, here is an opportunity for me to grow forward, to learn, to become my best. Because that's the objective of daily personal accountability. Day in and day out, you're having your best day. Not a perfect day, but a best day. A day that you will never, ever, 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 ever see again. Change is inevitable. It's going to happen. And when you say, change, or change, thank you so much. Look at this change. This is amazing. I'm super excited. I get to learn and grow. You keep wiring those neural pathways to embrace change. Embrace change, embrace change, embrace change. And now it's exciting. And what will happen is you will naturally start instituting your own change. Okay, I'm getting a little bored. Yeah, this is a little mundane. All right, I've mastered this. Let me change again. And when you start instituting your own change, oh my goodness, that's when the magic actually happens. That's when it's like, okay, I'm going to grow. I'm going to learn. I'm going to take a risk. I'm going to challenge myself. I'm going to do this new thing. You're going to become this adventurous being, and change won't be difficult. You won't be back off. I need safety and security. You will seek out new growth opportunities, and that's the beauty of the brain. That's the beauty of holding yourself personally accountable. When you do something every day, change is incremental. And it's simpler to embrace. And then when major changes shows up, you have all those daily changes that you were making. So the bigger changes are simpler to accept. Now, I have to be honest. There are times when I have to change and I don't want to. And I have to remind myself there's a growth opportunity on the other side of this. So what I do is, if I find myself resisting change, I ask myself, well, what are you afraid of? What are you afraid of? Why are you seeking solace and comfort and security somewhere? What's going on? So I check in with my limbic system and I say, hey, amygdala, what's going on? Why are we about to be defensive and not want to do this? What are you resisting? And what you will find is it's probably something from the past. I would say 87% of the time, and then 13% is fear of the unknown. So a past experience say, last time I tried to do something similar to this shit went left. I don't know about this. And then the other time it's like, I never did this before. How's that going to go? In any case, once you understand what the actual fear is, then you develop a strategy for it, and you move past that feeling of fear, wanting to seek security and safety somewhere, and you can embrace it. And with that strategy, you can go forward. So you're executing the strategy, and as things take place while you're navigating this change, you can just adjust the strategy, which keeps you in the executive function of your brain and keeps you out of the limbic system and the amygdala. And so there is very few or slim chance of you actually having a fight or flight response as you grow forward with the change. Embrace change. It is a great principle of real leadership. It allows you to increase your working memory, which is what you use to function on the day-to-day basis. And it's just part of life. It's part of living, to grow forward. And in order for you to become your best in everything that you do, you have to embrace change. Got it? Good.